What's up, y'all? Empresario here, back at you once again in another video. I hope all is well with you today. In this video, let's discuss how God is making you get used to having haters. You are probably someone who has experienced receiving a lot of hate from other people throughout your life. And initially, it may have been pretty tough for you to understand why. So today I came to clear that up. The reason why is because of what's in you. It doesn't have anything to do with any superficial things, any material things. It's simply because of what's in you. But God is doing a new thing with you. He's doing a new thing with your life. So right now, more than ever, you might start receiving more hate than you ever have. And you may think to yourself, it's too overwhelming. You can't handle it. But I'm here to tell you, yes, you can. And you can handle it because God is making you get used to having haters. There may be people who literally hate on everything you say or do. And when I say everything, there's no exaggeration coming with that. Literally everything you say or do. Because of what's in you and what you carry, you are someone who will always have some haters. Word spreads fast, okay, very quickly. People have heard about you. They have heard who you are. Some of them have seen who you are. And they know who chose you. Because if you are the nobody and nothing that people are trying to make you to believe you are, they wouldn't have any motive. They wouldn't have any reason to hate on you. But even through all the hate that may be projected onto you, God is doing something to your spirit right now. And it's going to help you mentally, physically, and emotionally get used to the fact and get over the fact that you will always have some haters. You seem to be the most hated one. But that's not to say you're not loved, okay? There are people who love you for real. There are people who appreciate you for real. But you know you have some haters. The more you make a habit of just kind of brushing your haters off your shoulders, the more you will free yourself. You will free your mind. You will free your body. You will free your whole entire spirit. While you are being hated on by others, be sure not to allow your haters to accomplish what they are really trying to accomplish with you. Instead, allow the hate to have the reverse effect on you. And the reason why you should do this is not only to free yourself, but also you have to understand that when you have haters, it's an indication of certain things. Your haters actually show you that clearly you're on to something. Okay, and it doesn't really matter what niche you are a part of, or even what 9 to 5 type of niche you are a part of. Whatever kind of work, you could be an electrician, you could be a hairstylist, a makeup artist, whatever you do, it doesn't matter what it is. If you have people in that same niche, that same industry hating on you, you are on to something. This means you are being seen. This means you are being recognized. People know about you. Don't get it twisted. And when you're in the midst of it all the hate coming at you, it's not so easy to just walk away. It is not so easy to keep your mouth shut and just don't say nothing. But it will get easier for you once you fully understand that you will always have a hater. There's going to always be somebody that points out all of your flaws. Oh, yes, because your haters have an imperfection list about you that's a mile long. There's going to always be somebody telling you there's something wrong with you. There's going to always be somebody that's trying to pick you apart. There's going to always be somebody who tries to bully you and put you down. There's going to always be somebody who tries to rain on your parade. But this is what haters do. They try to get in your head. It's all a mind game. But since you are protected by God, it doesn't matter how many haters you have. They all won't be able to do anything to you. You got to know that weapons will form against you. They sure will. But you also got to know that those same weapons will never prosper. You got to know that, and you have to believe that. God knows you are going through this, but this is not designed for Him to just allow people to just break you. That's not what's happening here. They won't break you. This situation will not break you. It will make you. You won't be broken and you won't be stopped. Some people wake up and choose spiritual violence every single day. This is what fulfills them and makes them feel good. But although you can't control other people, you don't even have to. You don't need to. You only got to worry about yourself. You only got to control yourself and how you react to certain things. It will get much easier to be able to control yourself more in this particular way over time. It's a test. And you may be someone who may have failed this test multiple times by reacting to the nonsense. Okay, but God is okay with that. You actually got a few passes for the simple fact that you got right back up and got right back on the right path. But you are still being tested all the time as you continue to see that you have haters. And to pass the test, all you have to do is simply get used to the fact that you will always have haters. Get used to the fact that you won't always see eye to eye with everybody. You won't always be everybody's cup of tea. And get used to the fact that God is also using you to separate all the reals from the fakes. Oh, yes. Even when you are being hated on the most, God is still using you in multiple ways. God wants to see who's going to fall for all the nonsense, who's going to believe the lies, who's going to jump on the hate bandwagon, and who's going to keep it real. Because one thing about real is real recognize real all day and tomorrow, always and forever. It's a whole lot going on around you as you are being hated on. But this is your life. This is your reality. This is the type of stuff you have to deal with as a chosen one. But no need to cry about it. Just get used to blocking out all the noise. That's all it really is a bunch of noise. But that's why you got to block out the noise so you can keep hearing from God. That's why you got to block out all the noise so that God can keep showing you the way without you becoming distracted or emotionally affected by all the hate. It's a great idea to do yourself a favor by blocking out all the noise to keep your mental health intact and keep your sense of peace. And plus, you have much better things to be focused on than the hate and negativity that will constantly be projected at you. Unfortunately, this hate that you constantly have to deal with is probably not going anywhere, especially depending on where you work at or certain things you are frequently a part of, or maybe even where you live at. Probably not going anywhere. It's just going to take you becoming a professional at blocking this stuff out so that you can continue joyfully living your life. All this hate is being projected onto you because you have to understand the same way that God is using you, your haters are also using you too. Your haters are using you as their spiritual punching bag. Okay, their frustration outlet, their anger outlet. People who are happy with themselves and happy with their lives, they don't have the time, they don't have the desire to be hating on somebody else. They don't because they're just too happy. This might sound weird, but this is why you should even pray for your haters because clearly they have something deeper going on with themselves that has nothing to do with you. Sometimes people project things onto you and kind of make it about you, even though it's really not. It's simply just a projection tactic that people are using on you to kind of make you allow them to use you as their spiritual punching bag. You are someone that is probably going to receive hate with almost anything you decide to be a part of. You are probably noticing a pattern with this. It's usually the same group of people or same person. It's the same. It's a pattern. And this is why you're going to be getting used to this because God is making you get used to this right now. As annoying as this may have been in the past or even up until this point, you may have thought you would never just be able to ignore it, but you can and you will because God is making you get used to the fact that you will always have haters. It's tempting, but you don't always have to feel the need to entertain and participate in all the shenanigans. You don't want to keep risking your mental progress and the state of mind you are in and potentially risk your mind and all the progress you may have made emotionally. You don't want to risk it always going backwards instead of forwards. As soon as you get used to having haters and being able to block out all the noise, you got to know that people will immediately peep this. Okay, they will see this and they will immediately become so flabbergasted because drama just isn't your thing, which I made a video about. Be sure to watch that video. Of course, you know about all their hate against you. Of course, you know about all the shade they're throwing. Of course, you know about all the negativity. But God is making you get to a point where you could just keeping on. You will be realizing that it just kind of is what it is. It's just another day as a chosen one. You will have haters, but it doesn't mean you can't enjoy your life. Yes, these people are going to try you. They're going to try to break you. They're going to try to get in your way, but God will not let them stop you. When you are someone who is handpicked and anointed by God, you are constantly displaying God's grace, God's mercy, and God's protection as you live your life. So don't you be worried about a hater. For a personal one-on-one session with me or to donate to me in the channel, all that information will be down below in the description box of this video. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. I'll be back soon. Peace.